Assalamu alaikum dear students, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to discuss a very important and interesting question related to trigonometry, that is, if we are given the value of tan alpha and cos beta, we will find the value of sin alpha plus beta and cos alpha plus beta, right? Also we have given a condition that neither the terminal arm of the angle of measure alpha nor that of beta is in the first quadrant. So we will assume logically where the terminal arm of these angles will lie, right? So let's get started. First of all, we will get to know what is the formula for sin alpha plus beta and cos alpha plus beta. So the formula of sin alpha plus beta is equals to sin alpha cos beta, then a positive sign, cos alpha and sin beta. So this is the formula for sin alpha plus beta. Now to find the formula of cos alpha plus beta, so we have the formula cos alpha cos beta. In the formula of cos alpha plus beta, we take the opposite sign. If the formula is for cos alpha plus beta, we take the negative sign. And if we have the formula for cos alpha minus beta, we take a positive sign, right? And then we have sin alpha, sin beta. So from here we infer that we have to find four values. The one is this sin alpha, right? Second one we have is sin beta. The third one we have is cos alpha. And fourth one we have is cos beta. So it means we will find these four values, right, with the help of these two values. So first we will take tan alpha, which is equals to 3 over 4, and from here we will find the value of sin alpha and cos alpha. So let's see how we will do it. We know that tan is positive in the first quadrant and in the third quadrant. But it is given in the question that alpha or beta, both of them doesn't lie in the first quadrant. So tan alpha must lie in the third quadrant because the value of tan is positive. Using the fundamental identity of trigonometry, for the value of tan, we can use secant square alpha is equals to 1 plus tan square alpha. We have used this trigonometric fundamental identity of trigonometry because later on we will find the value of cos. And again, using the fundamental identity of trigonometry, we can easily find the value for sin alpha. We have 1 plus tan square alpha. The value of tan alpha is 3 over 4. So writing 3 over 4 whole square. Then we have 1 plus the square of 3 is 9 and the square of 4 is 16. Now taking the LCM, secant square alpha is equals to, the LCM is 16. We have 16 plus 9, which is equals to 25 over 16. So secant alpha is obtained by taking the square root on both sides. So square will be cancelled out with the square root. We have secant alpha is equals to 5 over 4 plus minus 5 over 4. Since the tan was in the third quadrant, right? From here we have inferred the value of secant alpha. Now the value of secant is negative in the third quadrant. So we will ignore the positive sign and will write only the negative sign. Now cos alpha is reciprocal of secant alpha. 1 over the value of secant alpha is minus 5 over 4. So from here we have the value minus 4 over 5. Now to find the value of sin alpha, again using the fundamental identity of trigonometry, we know that we can say sin square alpha is equals to 1 minus cos square alpha. So we will put the value in this formula. Sin square alpha is equals to 1 minus the square of minus 4 is 16 over the square of 5 is 25. Taking the LCM, which is 25, we have 25 minus 16. So sin square alpha is equals to 25 minus 16 is 9. 9 over 25. Now taking the square root, because we want only the value of sin alpha. So sin alpha is equals to plus minus 3 over 5. The square root of 25 is 5 and the square root of 9 is 3. Also sign is negative in the third quadrant, so we will ignore the positive sign and will write only the negative sign. So from here, now we will use the value of cos beta and will find the value of sin beta. For this purpose, we will use the fundamental identity of trigonometry. Also we can write sin square beta is equals to 1 minus cos square beta. So 1 minus, putting the value of cos beta, 1 minus the square of 5 is 25 and the square of 13 is 169. So now taking the LCM, 169. So 169 minus 25, which is equals to 144 over 169. So this is the value for sin square beta. Now we want the value for sin beta only. So taking square root on both sides, this will cancel out and we have sin beta, which is equals to 144 is the square root of 12 and 169 is the square root of 13 plus minus. Since the terminal arm is in the fourth quadrant where the value of sin is negative, so we will write sin beta is equals to minus 12 over 13. So we have found 4 values: sin alpha, sin beta, cos alpha and cos beta. So first write all of these values and then we will put it in the formula. So now putting the values, alpha plus beta is equals to sin alpha. The value of sin alpha is minus 3 over 5 into cos beta. The value of cos beta is 5 over 13 plus the value of cos alpha minus 4 over 5 and the value of sin beta minus 12 over 13. So 5 and 5 will be cancelled out and we have minus 3 over 13. So plus minus minus plus. So 4 12 times is 48. 5 13 times is 65. So taking LCM of 13 and 65, which is 65. So 13 5 times is 65 and 5 minus 3 times is 15 plus 48. This is equals to 33 over 65. So this is the value of sine alpha plus beta. Now to find out the value for cos alpha plus beta, the value of cos alpha is minus 4 over 5. The value of cos beta is 5 over 13 minus the value of sine alpha is minus 3 over 5 and the value of sine beta is minus 12 over 13. So 5 4 times is 20 over 5 13 times is 65. Then we have a minus sign. This minus and minus when multiplied we have a positive sign. 12 3 times is 36 and 5 13 times is 65. So taking LCM, which is 65 minus 20 and minus 36, which is equals to minus 56. So this is the value for cos alpha plus beta, minus 56 over 65, and the value of sine alpha plus beta is 33 over 65. So this is how we find the value of sine alpha plus beta and cos alpha plus beta when we are given the value of tan alpha and cos beta. I hope you like this video, so give this video a thumb up if you like this, and don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share. Also click on the bell icon so that you can get the update of every new video which is uploaded on my channel. Thank you so much.